get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the Garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. Man, there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, while she wraps herself around my neck. This girl.
Good morning. Oh, crud. Hold on. Now that I'm all lit up. Good morning. I'm still sick. I have yesterday's artwork up. Whatever. Let's go. Oh. Okay. I guess we're looking at Gary's bicycle. If you haven't seen his Fast and Furious work yet, he built a car, man. It's been absolutely wild, but good reminder of what you can do with some creativity and, like tips and stuff from the community. But there's Gary's bike. Here's my Did not mean to do that. So Rooster and Maddie helped me out yesterday evening, and we got the circle. But let me show you how much of the circle. You guys remember where we left? Yeah, I'm still sick. I woke up this morning, lay there for a good 5 minutes, and I don't feel that bad. My head doesn't hurt. It was when I actually went and I got up and started moving around that my head was like, oh yeah, hey, how you doing? And yeah, it's back. So anyway, I want to give a huge thanks to the Rooster and Maddie construction company for helping me with the build on this gigantic circle. We went... okay, so I had actually been fooling with small circles. Yeah, Firefly, but I had been fooling around with smaller circles back over when Rooster was building his LAAT. I'd done a couple smaller circles, trying to find a system that can allow us to build this out, and actually came up with Rooster when I broke it. Rooster. Anyway, we came up with this big circle, but the big thing that I noticed immediately was that if you for this bit, what we needed was a plate at the end. Now I'm not gonna show you exactly what we had, because I don't want to break this, but we started with a plate on the end, and then to complement this, to make sure that it was not going to have any issues, since adding stuff over here caused it to sag. Here, check this out. It causes it to sag hugely. We had to compensate for that. So instead of kind of hoping that things would work out, what I did was I went over here and I placed the same length and then the exact same weight on this side as well. And I wanted this to be a little bit heavier, so this is something that is very, very useful. So, feel free to copy. Place more weight on this side. so that I could come over here and get this a little bit lower. See how it goes up in the air? Perfect. What we're doing here is we're going to be placing down a wheel. Just a very simple wheel. Now it should be level, by the way. So when you're getting it down, make sure it's level. So that when this goes around, there's no jerking up and down, and it's always constant. There's something to rest on when it's moving. And on the end of this, man, sorry, I'm like massively low energy today. This comes from being sick, you see. Did I do that? No, I didn't do that. All right, so anyway, I put a plate here and then did this so that this was in the back there and this was where this was going to be on. So every time I rotated, this would be hitting the wall. So I would take this and pop it off the bottom of this, stick it down into the ground. Then I want this to move. I can't do that because it's now too heavy to move. So we had to use some thrusters here. Where are my thrusters? Oh, here are my thrusters. Little thruster. This one pushes it forward. So set this to 3. Only 3. And then this one pushes back the other way. And I'm going to put this over here since it doesn't need that much force. Where you place the thrusters determines how much force it gives, how fast it runs. So change this to 1, change this to 1, and this will now push this backward. Then from here, I would simply build up to the point that I want. And then come back over here. Where's your switch, buddy? The switch is missing. And then send this back over there. And it will go to the edge. Since this is, ooh, it needs to stop pushing now. You see that angle right there? Okay, there you go. It stopped pushing, but this would allow me to do this. And I need to go down away from it so it doesn't connect. Then I would just take this and push it out. And of course, stop it. Build this up again. And you always want to build the next part to where it's going to connect. May have to redo that first one, but you get the idea here. This allows you to get great accuracy. Every time. And it's pushing against the edge. The wheel is keeping it. This is kind of weird. I think the elevation is a little bit higher. Okay, I'm not gonna go anywhere close to Secret Isles, to the Lost Isles. Thanks for the warning. But anyway, the whole point is this needs to be level so that your pieces are straight and there's no laggy or anything. But this is a system that we came up with, and it works beautifully. So go build your own. It gives you some beautiful work. Oh wow, I can see both ships at the same time. That's kind of freaky. Yeah, and it thanks Wookie. And the best thing is that it actually Wookie says it's a clever way to do circles, and it's consistent. It gives you consistent results every time. The real the real magic though was watching. I had to go and get dinner and sort of dinner for the family, but Maddie and and Rooster were so excited about doing the circle and everything. They finished it off. They were shooting each other for a good 15 minutes while I'm building the circle. And all I'm hearing is pew, 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 pew. And then they're running back and forth. It was pure chaos. But they took over the rest of the circle. And then they broke it off. And they flew it, used balloons and thrusters to fly it all the way over here. And then aligned it. I had to put guides to where we wanted to attach it, but it was this big construction job going on. It was absolutely a joy to behold, but at the same time, it was the type of chaos that only Rooster and Maddie could bring. So huge thanks to Rooster and Maddie for their help in this project, and just getting the circle on it just made my day, and took everything forward from there. So once we attached here, it's a case of building things out, and for the first time here, I think I can share my screen. Is it still? No, where are you? Okay. I had no. Stop that. Where is it? Okay. I was trying to share my window. So I can show you. So this is Safari. All right. Safari. Window capture. Nope. Okay. Let me find it. Safari. There. Here's the 3D model. So we're at this part right now. And for the first time, I'm actually able to go in and get like this level of detail. I hope I don't have to, go in and delete it or anything, but being able to get these rings, I don't know, it just feels so damn cool to go and be able to recreate this kind of thing. Sure, it is not with the level of detail that they have, but it's still freaking really, really, really amazing. And it just shows how far this game has come, that we're able to go from just something plain to get this kind of level of detail here. Want to do a side by side? Let's do a side by side. Look at it. Oh, here. Let me go to the other side. Now we had an update last night, and I don't know any details about the patch notes or anything, but I'm sure something is coming. But you see it now. You see it? Do you see it? Okay. Oh, and yes. Oh, Nathan Fillion's making an announcement on the 15th. Then I guess I need to finish this before. You want to see the old Serenity and the new one? Okay, I think I have those media files. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Let me get rid of that one. What is this? Nope, wrong one. Nope. Okay. It's got to be here somewhere. Nope, that's not it either. Okay, that's the bike again. G Lego builds. Okay, so you want to see the old Serenity? Let's see if I can add that media file. I know where it is. New source. Okay, and downloads, original models, Serenity version 1. Probably started way back. That was man. Oh, okay. Well, this is still version 1. So way back. This is one of the big reasons we're redoing this. Why do you want to see the other one? This is really the big thing that's changed. So we have a lot more detail going on in here, by the way. We managed to find a solution to get the circular bit in, and I finally found a use for this bloody thing. So kind of happy about that. I mean, like, massively happy about it. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better? Good morning. Hey, Kaboom! Good morning. Welcome back to Serenity. Okay, you know what? We haven't done our checks. So we should really do our protocol checks that we do in updates. No, get over here. Come on, mouse. Thank you. My mouse is acting up. Okay, so first thing that we always do in every update, we go over to Supernova, we slap one of these bad boys down, we get Ninjago, and we slap one of these bad boys down. Get our pressure plates, and let's see if they've taken it from us yet. Okay. It's not been officially taken from us. Okay, so that still works at least. Question is, have they fixed anything else? Have they stopped that from working the way it's supposed to? I guess one of the ways that we can do that is by slapping it on the side of something. There we go. You know, we have plenty of things to slap onto. So down always works. Let's see if up is going to work here. And it's broken. Yep. So they haven't messed with this bit. Too minor for their attention right now. Haskins, what's up? Okay, you know, I haven't said hello to everyone. So let's go backwards. Hey, Maddie B, Maximus Gamer, Haskins, Lady Bats. I almost said your full name. And KDL, it was great to see you. Jaded Inventor, yes, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna fly. Hey, Wookie. Yes, check the most important techniques. Rooster. So hey, Rooster. Maximus, we got static build. Oh, sorry, Mr. Biz. You know what? I'll have to decide. I'm so close to saying I'm gonna fly it. It depends on how far we get to complexity. I may have to go and float it to some place I can put in more balloons, but we'll see. The other one started to come apart so badly that I don't know if it's worth it. The render distance is okay. So I can't see one from the other. I think the thing about this beach was that it was at this kind of a center point between them. So the distance was okay. So here's the beach, and there. So it's almost a center point. So that's interesting. Okay, and let's see who else we got. We got. Oh, I think I've said hello to everyone. Where's Dirty? Oh, and everyone, check out Johnny's builds in the Discord. He's got some really good stuff going on. Well, he's been following my tutorials and my daily builds, so he's got a good collection of builds in there, including a pink TIE fighter. I'm calling it the pink fighter because it's so awesome. Hey, Dr. Luna Bills, welcome. All right, so let's see where we're at. Dirty. Okay. What was I doing? I was looking. I haven't noticed anything yet. The angles are still here, so I'm happy about that ish. But right now, I need to check out what we have going on. Now I can either keep. Ooh, that's wrong. What am I doing? Safari. Here we go. So I need to either build out the back, keep building out the bulb, because we do have. Oh, here's something really, really cool, and I think you guys will appreciate this. This is something that I didn't quite anticipate when I was rebuilding this, and it was just like how much room there is. I think you can really appreciate it once you come through the doors. Go up and in. This is the medic bay here, which I have to outline, but you come in and you look up, and it's big. It is so much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Like the other one was massively cramped. So here, let me just do this bit. I'll give you a sense of the type of space in here. Oh yeah, it does keep coming back, so we keep losing one bit at a time. But there's that floor, and then we have the next floor coming up. This is the engineering floor, as well as the mess hall, which is a cornerstone of the show. But here, this is the basic size of each floor that we have. So yeah, this is going to come in here. Then we're going to have some more space over here. And then some more space over here in the front. Granted, a lot of this is corridor because there's like nothing on the side here. So this is going to be like probably balloons and some thrusters on the side. It's a corridor and there's a ladder, and then it goes into engineering down here. But anyone that's in who remembers the show can remember Kaylee running from the eating hall down into the corridor and into engineering to mess with the engines. So that's the big thing that I'm aiming for here. And we already have like a good amount of it set up for it. So much space. But I still have to build forward. This is one of the things that's gonna kind of drive me crazy a little bit, because I have to build this dome. Okay, calm myself. The dome is going to be a little challenging, but I think once I find the center part of it, I'll be in much better shape. Best thing about the dome, though, is that it actually begins right around here. So this is my kind of cutoff point. So a lot of things I'm building for, it's going to start around here. So I need to just find a point that I can begin, and it's going to start with your good old machine block, of course. These things are the most powerful things in the game. And we've had them here for so long, we never even realized just how powerful they were. But they are. Anyway, I digress a little bit. Let's see. So this is going to be our first point here. First point of contact right there. And this should line up to here. No, it's off by a bit, which is going to be a pain, but you know what? We can finagle that. Let me see how far off the sides we are. If we're off by one stud, then that's a bit of a worry. So off by 4, that's not too bad, because it goes right to the edge. So I could actually use, say, a 12. 12s are good. I like 12s. Yeah. That puts us in a great place and sets up the landing bay for the shuttle. So 12s are awesome. Huzzah! You can switch over to bigger 12s here. No, not bigger 12s. I'm talking about bigger 12s. There's no such thing as a bigger 12. Talking nonsense. Pure nonsense. Bigger 12 indeed. Okay, let's see. It's the drugs, man. It's got me delirious. Oh, we are off by a little bit there. So a bit of a variance occurs when you are using the slant technique, and it's going to introduce a bit of a gap. So we are at that gap thing right now, whereas this is supposed to be 12, and we know it's supposed to be 12, but it's got 12 and a little bit now. And frankly, there's not much we can really do about that, except to pull in from the sides a little bit, if we can, which we usually can't, because we need to get this in a little bit right in there. So unless we are doing layering and doing one section, and then the last section we're pushing in, and then this is happening on both sides, it's gonna be a bit of a crapshoot. So kind of got to remember how these two are going to differ. This one is pretty much flush, and that one is a whole floor piece off. So a little bit of awareness ahead of time is going to help, you know, combat that whole thing. But anyway, the 12s are going to put us square where we need to be. See that? That's a whole stud. Now we could possibly cover that with a single piece right down the middle. You know what? Let's try. I mean, like, why not? Let's try. There's no reason to not do it. Okay, let's see there. Interesting. Yeah, there's no reason to not do it. So why don't we go ahead and get this set up? Then work towards the center. I mean, it's a tiny little thing, and it's going to introduce. Oh, actually, hold on. That's going to introduce a seam right down the middle. That's going to be hard to work with. If we are coming off of here, we are resetting it. Oh, good God. My brain. So, okay, I got it. I know what we have to do. Smash everything. Just destroy it all. Power smash. Okay, remember the starting point? We are going to reset the starting point, because with the starting point, we were able to go down two floor pieces. Well, not two floor pieces, one whole floor piece. But we are able, and this is one of the reasons why I say the engine block is one of the more powerful pieces in the game. It can set the actual start position. So, this is what we did originally. We started off at the very back of this. Right there. You can actually reset where you start. This is going to set this position to start right there at the very back. We have the vertical alignment tool now, which allows us to move the bricks, especially when it is snapped. So if I turn that on and I push it forward 1, our start position from, especially when I snap to the bottom of this and bring this up to align it to that point right there, now resets everything. So what's going to happen here is that this is now going to start halfway through. And my 12 is now not going to go to the edge. It's going to go halfway through. Now there's, okay. Where's my 16? Oh, that's 12, now it's 16. 16. The 4s should go here. But you know what, we're not going to use 4s. We're not going to waste time with that. We are going to go to the first order, get the 16s, slap it down, and then continue. 1, 2. And this should put us back into position, half stud, right there on the edge. Half stud on both sides. Now we have alignment. Now there's not going to be an ugly seam that is running up the entire side, the entire middle of the ship, and leaves me frustrated and trying to align things, which is usually what happens. It's something that you need to be aware of, that the technique does introduce those little flaws. So once you are aware of those little flaws, you can work with it. Awareness is power. Power. Unmitigated power. All right, here we go. So yeah, vector. Oh yeah. So with that in mind, we can go ahead and realign everything else to make sure that this all makes sense. Oh, you get out here. Get skedaddle. Yeah, working in this area is going to be so much fun. I need a light in here. Give me a light. Any light. You'll do. No, I need it on a wall. Listen up, buddy. Put the light on the wall. Ah! You put the light in the coconut. You drink them both up. Let's get Ninjago. We're gonna get Ninjago with it. Come on. Against what? No, why are you so troublesome? You, okay, you get over there. Thank you. So kind. Not quite. You're gonna make me use the big one, aren't you? I don't want to use a big light. Much too big. Ooh. Yeah, no. No. I need something smaller. Palm Paradise smaller. Ooh, actually Palm Paradise or Supernova. I know I'm getting fixated on the wrong things right now. Bear with me, man. Oh, there we go. Nice light. Yeah. So pretty. There we go. Not it's pretty, but it's pretty. All right. We're getting a full sense of this now. Okay, I still gotta do those top walls. I still don't know what to do with them, but we're gonna have to do something interesting. Simpson wall light is bright. Yeah, but I don't want too bright. I want subtlety with my lighting. Okay, so this is gonna, we're now aligning everything here. We know that this forward bit here is going up to this entire area here. Never actually anticipated this before, but this is like the front area of the dining hall. The front door is right here. Man, that dining hall got big. Holy wow. And then this goes into the cabins. So there's a fair amount of stuff that's happening right over here. Ooh. Over the somebody has been playing Jaded. Hanging out in my oh my god, what's it called? My airlock. Okay, airlock is good. No more toys hiding out for me. No aliens. Yeah, that's Jaded for you. Send the mood. Oh my god, I can I say how much I am loving this build? Just being able to come in here and get this kind of view is amazing. And we haven't even loaded it up with decorations yet. No crates or anything. Tell you, this is one of the coolest things about building in Lego. And have to keep reminding myself why I even bother. Sometimes when I get a little frustrated, and it's just that the ability to do cool stuff like this kind of makes up for it sometimes. Because you don't really see the scale of what you're building. Actually, you see the scale of what you're building, but being able to recreate some of the sets from your favorite shows gives you a new appreciation. That's blue under there, isn't it? Anyway, it gives you a brand new appreciation for the scale of things. Like the first thing that I did was when I built Enterprise, for instance, was to go out onto the deck of the shuttle bay, because I'd always wanted to fly a shuttlecraft or see what it feels like to fly a shuttlecraft onto the deck of the Enterprise. So the shuttle deck was actually the very first thing I built when I was specking it out, and just trying to get the full size and scale of everything. And it was just so that I could build a shuttle, so that I could have that experience. So even before I started building out the bridge or anything else, it was all about that shuttle bay. And then just seeing how difficult it was to actually land anything on that dang thing. Man, flying back then was terrible. It's still terrible today after a fashion, but very little control. No, come on. Really? All right, you. I'm going to kill myself over here. All right. You aren't supposed to be this far forward. So stop it. Okay, I see. Got to kind of have an overlap here. I'm still trying to find the right solution to connecting the cabin with the back. And I may have to throw in a couple of cheats here, which, you know what? Now that I'm here, why don't I just do this? Okay, we got that there. This will put us in a good position. There's the top of the shuttle bay. That's interesting what we're doing over here. Huh. Where did I begin with that one? That far back. Okay, so 2 from the back. So 2 from the back. Oh, that's getting in the way. There's a little lip here that I'm going to have to worry about later. 1, 2. There. And this can actually set the stage for everything else. So, oh, you are too far forward, buddy boy. Okay, so maybe instead of 2, okay, stop the mantling. I want to be able to turn mantling off. It is nice sometimes, but it is so frustrating, especially when you're just trying to do something simple like walk, or not even walk, but grr to the double G. I don't even know what that means, but grr. Okay. Calm myself down. I'm ill after all. Ah, no, I don't want you. Get away. Supernova should turn you back off. I don't need you anymore. Okay. So the interior here is where we're going to have to get a little creative about how this comes back together. Maybe we should actually do something like this and then bring it up. Let's see how useful this can be. I think we can do some, you know what? This just doing this bit in pieces, but pieces might be the way to go. Because we need a back wall that's going to align to this properly. And if we have something that's curving up while allowing, yeah, okay, this could, I think this could work. So let's follow that same thing, same principle. We got the back two, so you 1, 4, and then you get in here. Then you come up over here. And we still have room for the shuttle to get in here. This entire bit is going to be covered by a huge ring, by the way, so we're not even going to see any of this. But from the interior, we need to be able to reconcile how these pieces are coming together and not ever see it again. So this is the part we're at right now. To never see anything again. Hey, Maddie, what's up? So 2 forward. We got 1, 2, and something's interfering with it. You get over here. 1, 2. Yes. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to be building up the back of our box here, and we got a couple of areas to fill in. But the back of our box puts us shuttle bay right here. So this is how high the shuttle bay needs to be. It narrows a little shuttle. Oh crap. Let's take a quick look at the actual diagram before I get too far ahead, because I think a couple more things need to happen here. So I'm gonna take a look over. Made one a lot clearer. Do they seriously have rear pigs? Oh my god. You know what was actually really weird was that I I was going through, I had some of the cows in my my inventory. And I threw down a cow right in front of Bram Ritter. And he saw this multicolored cow. He swore to me there was a multicolored cow right in front of him. Hey, Kaboom, remember the scene? But for the life of me, I could not see any of these cows. All I could see was a regular black and white cow, no multicolored cow. No matter how many I threw down. So I'm betting that if I were to throw down a sheep right now, it'd be golden. Or if I were to throw down a pig, Maddie would be able to find it. So here's a pig. Tell us, Maddie, are those rare pigs that I can't see? Or is it just me? Stop petting the... Don't pet the animals. Oh, he killed them. Okay. Are there any rare pigs? Kill the rare pigs. If you see a rare pig or a multicolored cow, kill it. Nothing? Okay, so no slaughter. Okay, maybe we'll see if we can get a sheep. Where are the sheeps? Sheeps. Oh, ram common. Sheep common. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm supposed to be building. There's one episode where this crew of Serenity, is that a golden sheep? Kill it if it is. The crew of Serenity had to get some rare cargo, and they had to go and pick up a whole bunch of cows. And end of the episode, the entire cargo bay was filled with cows. So Haskins, here's my entry for the contest now. Recreated. It was episode 2. Wait, hold on. Was it episode 2 or episode 1? No. That was the one with when they went on the dance. What's it called? Hey, Devil Dog. What's up? Shindig. The episode is called Shindig. Okay. Now I was going to look at the window capture. Okay. Let me pull this up over here so that I can see properly. Now you see what's going on here. This goes all the way over. So I need to bring that bit out to the end and kind of curve outward. So the top layer is right over there. The top part of that is the same height. So we're good. Okay, take that away. Really? I didn't kill the golden sheep. I hope. I don't think I did. Okay. Oh, no. Come back here. Stop falling off the sides. Okay. So we may have to do a bit of angling over here. They didn't make this part really easy. Because, of course, they weren't even thinking about us. They never think about us. Everyone should check out Pablo's video. He did a video, I think released yesterday, where he's talking about his love for Lego Fortnite, but how they don't love us back. It's kind of hard right now. Now this, I think we have to work with this a little bit to bring it in. Oops. Okay. Now, is there an easier way to do this? I wonder. Probably not, because it's going to make us use as many pieces as possible. Easier way would be to do a smaller piece. This has to have that overhang. But if I can actually do something like this, this is where we're going to be just what I call sketching the idea out so we can put it into action. Because this back wall is supposed to come to there, and we never ever see it again. Oh, that is going to interfere, isn't it? Unless that can cover that. So maybe we can lose that. What can we sacrifice here to get the flat back wall? It would have to be those first three. And begin the flat back wall right here. Maybe not completely flat, but oops, my bad. I'm trying to work here, man. All right, so we can begin here. Where we begin, it never seems to go nowhere. Was in the spring. Okay. So Maddie, if you're paying attention, I think this is where we actually need to begin this thing. Not gonna overlap, but we need to bring this out to there. And okay, we got to angle up. So that's gonna be fun. So maybe a shorter one. Ah, stop that. You get here and give me something shorter. Like an 8. Excuse me. Ooh, burp. Do we go 1, 2? If we can angle that, that would probably be nicer. Let's get the shape of it. Oh, because I remember why I was doing that. So I was trying to get a feel for what we had to do here. This is how most of my days will start out. Just trying to sketch them, forgetting why I'm sketching them, and then, you know, coming back to it. But I get there eventually. All right, and the big thing that we're doing here is we were coming in from the sides. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I think this should be the top of our shuttle. And then we curve downward. And then curve downward again. Now this is such a subtle angle that this will be probably an old school method that we're going to use for this. But we're going to take this entire thing and we're going to do it again. Okay, maybe one more. Oh, hold on. That needs to come a little further up. Ooh. Shuttle is bigger. Either the shuttle is bigger than I thought, or I made this entire cabin way too big. Since I don't want to deal with this kind of negative thinking, I'm just going to ignore those thoughts and keep on moving. Keep on moving. Nobody needs that kind of negativity. Here we go. Touching hands. Reaching out. Touching me. Touching you. Sweet Caroline. Ba ba ba. I've reached the Sweet Caroline stage of my illness. I feel inclined. Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate you. So good. Okay. So, careful, Bam Bam. Maddie's nickname is Bam Bam. Because, you know, he kind of smashes things a little preemptively sometimes. As long as we're all on the same page, everything's good. There we go. We said Rooster and Maddie Construction Bros. Okay. So, progress. Progress. Those cows are still there. That's hilarious. The cows, boss. The cows. Was in the spring. And then spring became the summer. And touching hand. Reaching out. What is going on here? Okay, weird. All right, Maddie, you can go ahead and do those guys as well. Let's get them out. Let's get them done. Touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. Good times never feel so good. I feel inclined. YouTube has just reached out with a copyright violation. They want me to stop singing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it would be funny if they did. Now, we're actually going to reach a certain point here where I'm going to be forced to make a logical choice because of the alignment of everything we have going on here. So, stairs. Inara had stairs. It's pretty much right here Is it there or was it there? What side was the narrow shuttle? What side was the narrow shuttle? Does anybody remember? Bram Ritter. Surely you remember. I think it was to the left side. She would always come to the left side. Oh. This is the first time I'm ever able to actually get stairs. Full set of stairs on the inside. Woo. Fancy. We done upgraded. So port is left. Starboard is right. We had a little conversation about this the other night, when there was a little confusion, and I had to literally go and search what side starboard is. I'm not going to pretend I know everything here. So I'd always thought that that port side was always to the right, but after a little bit of consultation, quote unquote consultation with the internet, I was very soundly corrected. And one of the ways to remember that port is to the left is that port and left have the same number of letters. So if you're ever in doubt, port side is left side. You're welcome. Now I am a little conflicted about putting a hole in the floor like this. Does make sense from the shuttle standpoint, but I think the shuttle would have a door that would allow you to make a seal to enter. So I'm a little confused about where that should be, but I know this is where she enters from, and this is way too low for this to. Why is there chicken here? I did not. Maddie, this is not a farm. Okay, well, it's kind of nice to see some kind of life on the spaceship. Oh, I was arguing with myself, Bram Ritter. So I mean, like, nobody was right. It was all me. I was right and I was wrong at the same time. Bram Ritter loves to be right. You see, I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. Yeah, it does look like a farm to you, doesn't it? E-I-E-I-O. Come back here, you stupid chicken. E-I-E-I-O. It's good to have what you call it. It's good to have a cargo. Anyway, before that chicken starts loving me too much, I'm going to leave him. Love him and leave him. Why am I back down? Oh, did I fall off? What just happened? What just happened? Did I go through the wall? Oh, okay, that was weird. Night bright. Okay. So we're shaping up the thing. This may be temporary, by the way. While I get a feel for it, I have a habit of smashing things after the fact and just rebuilding, but you kind of got to get a feel for where things lie and how we can improve them. I think we're kind of at that stage here, so getting these guys to match up is incredibly difficult. I'm not going to lie about that. But it will eventually be worth it. I hope it will look awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, what did we do? You know what? Maybe if I did 12s. Let's check out what a 12 will do. Attach a 12 to which part? 12 to this part. Everything is awesome. Living on a dream. No, not quite. Maybe 8s. We're kind of staggering them a little bit. So I want to take this off of there to there. I may just have to bite the bullet and just do a straight wall, which is what I'm kind of avoiding right now. But, okay. Time to bite the bullet, I guess. Oh, we need a back wall, first order. Long wall. Oh, it's touching something. I thought we had that settled. I guess we don't. Oh, you missed the back, Maddie. What happened? Oh, okay. You haven't done the back yet. Okay. Man. This part has always been one of the hardest parts to do for this ship. And surprisingly, nothing has changed. Matt, you're... Hey, Maddie, this is supposed to actually go over the other side. So it's supposed to cover it. Over here. Yep. See, this is what happens when you keep changing your mind about stuff. You confuse anybody who's trying to help you do the build. Ooh. We have to reshape a few things. Okay, now the main hall is right here. We have Anara's little thing over here. This is why this is her side, because she comes in from over here, from the shuttle bay. So there has to be some kind of door seal over here. But that door seal means that there's a stairs that goes down into here. Interesting. So let's say there's a door here. And this is something that the blueprints don't show explicitly, which is something that's really annoying. Like, okay, if it were me and I was designing this this shuttle that could dock, I would actually place the door to get into the ship right in the middle. because that would give us a proper seal for the doors of the shuttle itself. So let's apply a little bit of logic here, shall we? 12. So this is where I would put it. I would... why are you upside down? You were the wrong piece. Halloween Town Hall. Come here, you. Get over here. No, you were wrong as well. What is the other piece? No, I'll just go to Mos Eisley. I can depend on Mos Eisley for the right shape. There you go, Mos Eisley. There. So, now you have a door seal that goes right there. In fact, we can even add a door. This is how I would actually have this thing set up. Shuttle comes in, it lands here, it's sealed, and then you can enter. And there should be an airlock in between. So, with the airlock, I would actually have another wall here at least. Because, you need to have some kind of interruption between the, as an airlock. That makes the most sense. So maybe, where's my corridor? My corridor is all the way over here. Oh. If I were to continue this extrapolation, this is what's going to happen. We're going to end up with, say 8. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Extrapolate from here, and there. So we have 1, and then extrapolate from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this actually begins to make sense with the size of the dining hall. But they constantly show Inara coming up.
Mum, WhatsApp audio.
Okay, no emergencies. Everything's okay. All right. So anyway, we are examining the logic of how this works and how what adjustments we're going to need to make this thing work, because we always see Inara coming down from here. If that's her only entrance, there has to be another door, something, because this made sense when it was being constructed. This area here, if the shuttle was parked right on top here, this needs to be the to be attached to where the airlock is. This makes sense. This does not. So I'm gonna have to look over some of these these illustrations again, and there are quite a few of them, but I would have figured that the 3D model would at least show the proper placement of some of these things. Now, Bramritter shared an image that I had a while ago that showed some of the interior. That was a cutaway, but the cutaway, once again, does not show the actual proper airlock. There is no airlock in play anywhere. And it's been one of the things that's been driving me crazy, because it doesn't make sense. I mean, it even shows how the engines, the side engines, would rotate down to allow the shuttle to land, and then it would rotate back up. But it doesn't show where the bloody airlock is. In fact, when it does show where an airlock is, or should be, is right on the wing, and there is no airlock. And this wing just cuts right across into the cargo area where it doesn't make sense. I built this before, and I had to go and make some compromises to actually make things up just for it to make sense. And I don't want to do that again. But the fact of the matter is, the illustrations don't jibe with the reality of how everything is placed. It just doesn't jibe with it. It's like these guys were making things up as they went, which is very frustrating. Anyway, it's 9:54. I'm building Serenity and trying to make sense of it. It's getting there, but a couple things just aren't adding up right now. And that right there is driving me to the crazy, because this whole thing right here makes sense where it goes, because this goes up to the forward area of that we actually see in the ship, forward area right behind the cabins. And there's a door that goes here. These connect properly, and these make sense. The door for this is right here. There's a little step up and everything, side corridor, and this comes into the neck of the ship. So make this make sense. Somebody somewhere. And and there's a door at the side here, which makes sense going into the airlock, the corridor to go up to the shuttle. These 2 doors right here. On the illustration, it says that these doors go to the shuttle. And it doesn't make sense. So make it make sense. Should I just flub it and just take a... It's going to drive me crazy. It's going to drive me crazy. I'm not going to let it, but it's going to drive me crazy. So yeah. Kind of considerations I have to make here. Because this is not something that we now have to actually run around in this. And it has to be logical to the show, to the model, and it just has to make sense. And right now, it really isn't. So yeah. Man. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave this for now and going to bang my head over it. But we have a lot of fun stuff coming up on building the Serenity. I may even build the little shuttle. We'll see. But I'm the MadPuck66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. When I have to run off to work. In today's case, I am actually sick, so I'm going to go and pass out for another hour or 2 before I wake back up again and see how I feel. Everyone, take care. Have a great day. If you like building, finding new techniques, geeking out over sci-fi, logical fallacies, etc., then you're in the right place for it. Thank you for coming and joining and hanging out. If you're first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, do all the cool internet things that make you an awesome person. And may the bricks align in your favor. Enjoy the update, and I'll see you in the next one.
He said, give me another minute, I'll be there in an hour. Okay. I swore I was finished, she took my powers and she got me. So if you ever wonder what love's all about, be careful who you pick. They might break you out with their